The Congress just voted to raise the debt ceiling to more than $14 trillion. Moody's, the bond rater, just said, quote, unless further measures are taken to reduce the budget deficit further or the economy rebounds more vigorously than expected, the federal financial picture for the next decade will at some point put pressure on the AAA government bond rating. Is the United States going to lose its AAA government bond rating? And what happens when the credit markets are no longer willing to buy U.S. debt?
Absolutely not, and that will never happen to this country. And again, if you step back and look at what's
So Standard & Poor's is wrong. The United States will keep its AAA credit rating.
You know, people, absolutely, and people who
People think the $600 billion is a terrible idea.
I know that some people think that. What I think they're doing is they're looking at some of the risks and uncertainties associated with doing this policy action. What I think they're not doing is looking at the risk of not acting.
Many people believe that could be highly inflationary, that it's a dangerous thing to try.
Well, this fear of inflation, I think, is way overstated. We've looked at it very, very carefully. We've analyzed it every which way. One myth that's out there is that what we're doing is printing money. We're not printing money. The amount of currency in circulation is not changing. The money supply is not changing in any significant way.
So to lend to a bank, we simply use the computer to mark up the size of the account that they have with the Fed. So it's much more akin, although not exactly the same, but it's much more akin to printing money than it is to borrowing.
You've been printing money.
Well, effectively. And
can you act quickly enough to prevent inflation from getting out of control?
We could raise interest rates in 15 minutes if we have to. So there really is no problem with raising rates, tightening monetary policy, slowing the economy, reducing inflation at the appropriate time. Now, that time is not now.
You have what degree of confidence in your ability to control this?
100%.